guys, Cuckoo here with another Hogwarts house-inspired cast look. Today I am just doing a Hufflepuff, but I'm doing all outfits for her, and this character is uploaded to the gallery. Her name is Daisy Abbott, some relative of Hannah Abbott, I assume. She doesn't use any CC, she does use quite a few packs. I didn't keep track of how many, but I really wanted to delve in and do a full Hufflepuff look. I'm planning on doing this for all of the houses. I had a lot of fun. I think she came out really cute, but this video is mostly just an excuse to talk about Hogwarts Legacy. Could I just do an actual Hogwarts Legacy review with Hogwarts Legacy footage and discussing the game properly and in order? Yeah, I could, but I'm not going to. We don't do that here. We do Sims videos while I ramble about other things. I have no notes, I have no script, I just want to enthuse. And guys, Hogwarts Legacy is really good. I just love it so much, I really do. I'm about halfway through, which is ridiculous considering it is now March. I've had the game for a solid month, but I have been digging in and finding every secret that I can, trying to complete all of the challenges to 100%, do every single side quest. I am, sucking the marrow from this game, which is driving Lady Violet crazy. She has played quite a bit too. I have been very good about sharing, if I say so myself. She's way further in the main quest than I am, and it's driving her insane. And tonight I sat down to play, and I was like, I am going to focus on main quest. I'm going to catch up to Lady Violet so we can talk about it. And then I spent 2 hours just decorating the Room of Requirement. Did you know this was a decorating game? It is. And it's not super in-depth, Sims or something, but for a not decorating game, there's a lot of decorating you can do. For a non-gardening game, there's a lot of gardening you can do. I mean, it's not gardening, you just put plants in and then wait for them to grow, but that's basically gardening, right? It's actually super cute. They're watered by little rain clouds. I love it so much. You also can collect magical beasts and take care of them, which again is kind of its own game. You could build an entire game about taking care of magical beasts, and it is a tiny little speck of this game. It's beautiful. Exploring Hogwarts is everything I hoped it would be. It's so exciting to find secret passageways that you already knew were there, the one behind the one-eyed witch, and of course finding the Room of Requirement across from the tapestry of the crazy guy teaching trolls how to do ballet. I love how much you already know about Hogwarts if you've read the books, and it's there in the game. It just builds so much on the world of the books. It's a prequel. It really doesn't have a lot to do with Harry Potter. There are a few people you'll meet, Phineas Nigellus Black, we know from the books. Nearly Headless Nick, obviously we know from the books, although you don't interact with him unless you're a Gryffindor, which makes sense. There's so much to the game, especially if you do what I do and really dig in and try to get 100% and see everything, because there's so much to see. It's exquisite. I will say, I think it's important to go in with realistic expectations of what this game is, and I feel I did that from the start. My review of this game it is exactly what I expected. And that's a good thing, because I had high hopes. But a lot of people have been frustrated by they want multiplayer, or they want Quidditch, or they want it to be more of a life sim, or they want it to be harder. My cousin was complaining that it wasn't hard enough. And I was like, yeah, you play intensive, competitive first-person shooters. This is a fairly casual action RPG. It's pretty chill. The combat is good, I think. It's really smooth. There's some really satisfying mechanics. For some people, it will be hard. Don't feel bad if I'm saying the combat is easy and you're no, I keep dying. It can definitely be a challenge. Part of it just depends on, what games you have played, what experience you have with combating games. Like I say, my cousin is super into, really intense, strategic, first-person shooters against real people, so he found it pretty easy. I found it, relatively easy. I mostly just died of giant spiders, because it's really hard to fight with your eyes closed. But the point is, difficulty is not the appeal of this type of game. There's also a lot of cutscenes, which I'm normally a little picky about, because I can be a movie or be a game, pick one. But the cutscenes in this game are really good. They're very cinematic, really good storytelling. It does start you off with a lot. I didn't mind. I was so hyped about the game, and I was so into the story that I had no problem with it. But I do know that for some people that can be off-putting, especially if you feel you don't have very much time to spend on gaming. So, no going in. There's a lot of cutscenes. There's a lot less after the beginning, the game to cutscene balance is a little better. But I personally just think the story is so good, it's worth sitting through the cutscenes. It makes you understand why you're doing what you're doing and care about the people. The characters are really, really good. Especially the Slytherins. I'm playing as a Hufflepuff, but Ominous Gaunt and Sebastian, I don't remember his last name because it wasn't one I recognized, are both just fantastic characters. Like, watching Sebastian's journey is my favorite part of the game. Like, he is so compelling as a character. I even love Phineas Nigellus Black. Like, he is such a jerk, and it's so funny, and I love him so much. He's played by Simon Pegg, guys. It's just fantastic. There's just a ton to love about the game. I'm having so much fun with it. I'm really loving being a Hufflepuff and living in the Hufflepuff common room, which is the coziest place ever. And you get to visit the kitchens, and the kitchens are so good. They're so pretty. And I just love the house elves. You can't really talk to the house elves normally, though, and that makes me sad. Like, I want to be best friends with all the house elves. There is a house elf you can talk to. There's a quest about a house elf that if it doesn't make you cry, you have no soul. It is so sad. But it's so good. Like, it is so good. Oh, beautiful storytelling in this game. I am, of course, going to do an evil playthrough after I finish my Hufflepuff playthrough. And I'm going to play as a Ravenclaw. I think an evil Ravenclaw will be interesting. I also think my next cast video is going to be Disney bound because we're getting into March. But in future, I am going to do a Ravenclaw lookbook, and I think I'm going to kind of lean into the evil Ravenclaw vibe. I think that's interesting. I think any of the houses could turn evil. Hufflepuffs, I think, are mostly henchmen, though. Like, if you have an evil Hufflepuff, it's because they're loyal to somebody who's evil, and so they keep going along with it. Although I do have a friend who has a pretty solid argument for thinking that Thanos from Marvel is a Hufflepuff villain. I haven't watched the movies with Thanos, so I don't have, like, a solid stance on that, but her argument made sense to me. That's probably enough rambling about Hogwarts Legacy. If you have any questions about the game, I'm happy to answer them. I'm not here to sell it to you. Seriously consider if you like action RPGs, or if it's worth it to you to just explore Hogwarts. Honestly, I think the game is worth it just for that. But that has to be important to you personally. I don't think you have to be a Harry Potter fan to enjoy the game. If you really like action RPGs, this is a really good one. The story is definitely explained in such a way that if you don't know anything about the Wizarding World, you've never seen anything Harry Potter, looked at the books, looked at the movies, you'll still understand what's going on. But if you're really not into that kind of game and you don't care about personally exploring Hogwarts, but you want to see the story, you can watch it on YouTube. And if you're not into any of it, you probably haven't made it this far into my video. But this is technically a Sims video, so let me talk about my Sim. I went for a very soft vibe. I did actually, somewhere along the line, make an outfit with like a black sweater and a black and yellow skirt, and I thought it was really cute, but it wasn't the vibe I was feeling for this character. I wanted something like very soft, so there is actually no black in any of her outfits. I went for very pale yellow, some browns, green in her athletic wear because I had to wear the froggy shirt. It was just too perfect. I imagine this Sim as being very adventurous, but not like adventurous in a like go seek out danger way, but adventurous in a like she likes to go hiking kind of way. Like, she likes to be in pretty places and wander around thinking about stories. I imagine her as being very imaginative, head in the clouds. Her traits are creative, again, just constantly daydreaming. Clumsy, because she's constantly daydreaming, and so she'll like walk into trees or fall down stairs because she's not thinking about what she's doing. And of course loyal, because she had to represent Hufflepuff. I wanted to make her love the outdoors too. I really see her like out in the forest, wandering around. I don't know, I really like this character. I think she's really cute. I love her freckles. I love her whole vibe. I was gonna have her barefoot for all of her outfits, but then imagining her like really exploring the forest and stuff, I had to give her some solid boots. She is wearing mismatching socks, which are just perfection. And she is barefoot in her party wear, because that had to show up somewhere. I think she came out cute. I would love to hear what you think of her. We are coming up on the end now.
Old Hogwarts sorting hat, sing me a song. Speak in my head, tell me where I belong. And when things look bad and there's nowhere to run, unite all the houses and we'll fight as one. Brave Godric Gryffindor favored the strong, those who had courage and knew right from wrong.
is Daisy Abbott, representing Hufflepuff House. What do you think of her? I would like to do a more, like, atypical Hufflepuff look, but I really enjoyed doing this one. I think she just came out super cute, and I'm really excited to do the other houses as well. What is your Hogwarts house? Gotta know that. And are you playing Hogwarts Legacy? Love to hear your thoughts on the game. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next episode. Bye!